Europe is looking a little different. Obviously, Germany's now here, and they're gonna kind of have to be like the big gray blob as they're formed, and I don't know if they're gonna have the same impact as France normally. France definitely won't. France is gonna have to deal with a lot. This does not look fun. And this is one of those old histories that I don't think is super far-fetched because they have a very similar upbringing, like France and Germany with the whole like Charlemagne thing. This might have been possible. So Charles VII of France is now the Holy Roman Emperor. They have 44 princes, then a bunch of electors. I think with the position on the map, I would assume it might be a little bit easier for them to get some giant nation going, but we'll see. And I know we're gonna focus a lot on Germany and France, but we also can't forget about Austria. Since they don't have to worry about keeping their little brothers safe, they can go out and do whatever they want. They can be like the big bad guy around here. There does look like there's a couple of new names here in this new HRE, and I don't know. I mean, it might actually be very difficult. Maybe France won't be able to handle this because it's a lot to take care of. It's also kind of safe to say that the French probably won't be colonizing too much. I don't think they're gonna care at all about the New World. Do they even have coastal provinces? Kind of, okay, yeah, just barely. But I like that Germany just didn't take over all of this stuff. We still have Saxony, Bohemia, Bavaria, and of course, Big Daddy. Here's the current great powers list, which the Germans are here, but they're in 6th. Thought they'd be a little bit higher than that. The French aren't, and actually neither is Austria, which is kind of weird. As I love doing in EU4, we're going 1,000 years into this game, so if nothing ends up happening from this change, which I guess is possible, we still gonna see some pretty crazy stuff. So immediately, things are happening. Unfortunately, Catalonia got destroyed by Aragon, which kind of sucks. I thought they'd be a nice member for Iberia, but I guess not. And also, something I didn't even mention, the fact that England has, like, territory in continental Europe, that might mess some things up. They also got this province, which I don't know if they started with that or if I'm just not paying attention. Maybe they won a war or something. Germany seems to be kind of struggling. Denmark looks a little bit sexier. The Scandinavians actually might be pretty annoying for the Germans just because, you know, they're still doing all right. Even though Sweden's out doing their own thing, this is still not that fun. Also, Austria is making some gains, a little bit. And they currently have a nice slave nation, just as they always love to do. Hungary can be a nice meat shield for them, and they're allied to the Germans too, so yeah, they're looking pretty strong. You know, looking at this again, this does not look like a fun start at all for anyone in Central Europe. You got a lot of like big, powerful places, you know, with teammates and things like that. Obviously, you have to worry about the Ottomans, and which they're at war, they're gonna get bigger. And still, you do want to stay away from this new HRE. Oh, okay, well, never mind. I guess I'm wrong. Denmark is not looking too hot no more, and Austria also kind of doing their thing. They're blobbing out, although don't underestimate a very powerful neighbor they have. They're growing by double. Yeah, they just doubled in size. Now, Ming is looking all right here in East Asia. They have to probably get a couple more friends. This is not what I expected, although it's still kind of early. Korea's doing their thing, moving up this way. Japan is almost unified as well. They pretty much are, so yeah, they're good. We already got 3 nations hitting up the new worlds. We've got Spain and Brazil, Portugal in the Caribbean, and England, surprisingly, already here in North America. That usually takes them a lot longer. But this has got to be pretty bad news for the French HRE, since Castile has that personal union over Aragon. Spain's gonna be popping up soon. Also, they still have control over Naples. That's bad. So having a great power in Iberia means I don't think this is gonna go so well. Another thing I didn't really think about is normally in the late game, the French like to colonize India or Indochina. They get like trade colonies up or something like that. Although Vietnam historically gives them a little bit of trouble. Either way, I didn't realize that not only is the New World not going to be impacted, but pretty much everywhere, the entire world, because France is distracted. Ouch! And this is now going down, so wow, that's actually really bad. Catholicism is just getting destroyed. They're pretty much only like in Germany, Northern Europe, and Iberia now. Now we got this just happened, and my prediction came true. They didn't really lose anything, so they're looking kind of sexy. Also, England is still in continental Europe. They're looking like they might be eliminating some princes here soon. Maybe. How? It's still looking big. Oh, they lost all of Italy. Okay, so that sucks. We also got pressure here for some reason, which is like the fastest I've seen the AI do something like that. It's gonna be kind of weird to see them in Germany. Maybe they'll get along. Oh, never mind. They kind of hate them. They borderline hate them, at least. Germany hates a lot of people, but they like weird nations. They do like the French HRE, and then they also like the Ottomans, so I don't know what type of evil this is. Yeah, Denmark is dead, so they did not last, and I guess Sweden is just gonna kind of take over for them. There's still gonna be a pretty strong hold, definitely up here. You're not gonna easily make it to Northern Europe. Safe to say that Spain is gonna be the big colonizer of the New World because they're looking super big, and I mean, they're gonna have to share a little bit, especially with Portugal, but it's not that bad. I'm just kind of shocked they lost so much territory already. Like, clearly, they can't be doing that well. You guys gotta get it together. Hopefully you don't lose anything else, because this is, you know, not that great. Didn't expect that one, Poland. I gotta give it to you. Gotta give it. Touche. Gotta get that revenge. Yeah, I'm kind of confused exactly how that happened. I don't know how they possibly pulled this off. I mean, they had the help of Prussia, that's for sure, since they got all this land, and they're still at war with Austria and Hungary. Austria looks a lot weaker than they did too. And they technically weren't even lit. It wasn't lit in this country because they lost the personal union with Lithuania. Also, Spain looks like they're getting a little bit weaker, and got new power here in the Middle East. That was very fast to form. Ming is also looking okay too. I mean, not as great as we've seen him in the past, but it's all right. I mean, speaking of trade colonies too, sometimes if they're not very strong, Europeans can grab a lot of this coastline. Portugal has made it to Australia, and that is kind of about it. I don't think anyone else has grabbed any of these islands up north. No. Okay, but they will. It's gonna start happening. So it's official. Germany was a complete embarrassment without the HRE, and that was unexpected. But I'm wondering if that's like a sign that maybe the French will possibly do better. Still, you know, it's looking all right. Kind of too early to tell though. It looks like the 13 colonies will be a part of this, and surprisingly, North America doesn't look that historically inaccurate. I mean, Spain and Canada, and then Portugal and Florida. But yeah, it's all right. Not sure what's gonna happen to Russia, especially with Poland getting so much stuff. It looks like they might get crushed. They still have to get all this land in Siberia. It's not looking good. Savoy's starting to look pretty sexy as they continue to grow. They also seem to be dipping a little bit into the French HRE. Burgundy lost some stuff. Pope's looking all right, and Spain is attacking Portugal, which they also must have lost a war because these places weren't here before. And these damn Muggles out here, they just don't know when to stop. I can't stand Muggles. Can we get Voldemort out here? He doesn't like Muggles either, right? I mean, they're going after India, also going after Arabia, just taking things over. Just doesn't belong to them. And Spain has won the colonization game. Unsurprisingly, as I expected. I mean, they got a lot of North America, and this continent's filled up. So is South America. I mean, Portugal kind of has this half and half, but yeah, they won. Finland's surprisingly doing all right. I mean, Sweden died, and I mean, Russia hasn't taken them out yet. We'll see how long that lasts. Prussia's also moving up north. Did the Finns have some friends or something? Well, they probably did before, but they lost them. Oh, no. They only had one friend, and that was just a very powerful Lithuania at some point. It was a royal marriage. They might have had an alliance too. Serbia looking sexy. That's kind of crazy. And Poland's not doing a whole bunch. They're kind of just chilling. France is gone. France is pretty much gone. They might as well be. They might as well be. Yeah, there's a whole nother emperor. I think it might be these guys, more than likely. The Ottomans also suck. So this has turned out to be a really weird game. I don't even know if they're gonna last much longer because they ain't looking that good. Oh, not the Flems. The Flems are out here doing their thing. I don't know why they randomly colonized like super late in the game, but yep. Flemish Western Australia, I'll take that. Oh, we also got Brittany out here too. Oh man, I wish they'd started a little bit earlier. Holland as well, but you know, it's all good. Flanders, at least you're getting something. And we got a couple independent colonies as well, so this is kind of early for that. It's like still the 18th century or something. Maybe this is normal. Chile, Peru, there's Flemish Colombia, by the way, and Haiti. So these were all former Portuguese territories, and they just lost it all. It might have been Spain, too. Spain might have forced them to give up, which would explain why they lost some territory. Still, I mean, hey, I like it. The current emperor is Provence, and I don't think they're really doing that good of a job. I'm pretty sure it's just kind of a free-for-all down this way. Only 15 princes. Yeah, things are collapsing. We're just before the official end date here, so we should stop, but we're gonna keep on going. It's just kind of weird that, you know, very odd things are going on. Finland died because, I don't know, the Muggles, they're just expanding. The Ottomans are dead, out here pretty much getting taken out by the Mamluks. Also, Lithuania still has all of the Balkan area. Again, I don't know how that's going on. Poland seems to have lost some things to Switzerland, who is tired of observing. I get you, buddy. I get tired too. No, but they must have taken out a large chunk of Savoy and Venice. Venice was doing all right for a second, but not anymore. I like this. You know I love this stuff. And Portugal's dead. They were sick of keeping them around. Chile down here in South America taking out Spanish Brazil, and well, I guess Flemish Colombia ain't doing so well either. North America's still kind of the exact same, although yeah, Portugal still, they're gone. Catholicism is pretty much barely alive here in the 19th century. It's only been kept around by Spain and the Pope, obviously. Lithuania's doing all right too. They might keep it around. I think it's gonna go away from Scandinavia. Two really big things, and I don't know which one is bigger. I guess I'll let you guys decide. Lithuania, not Poland, is about to form the Commonwealth, and this might have been the end of the game. I probably should have just stopped the campaign from there, but then I wondered why the red was over here where Russia normally is. I thought the Soviet Union formed. No, I wish, only in my dreams. That's British Eastern Europe. There's also British Indochina, as well as, I don't know, British Indonesia. So I'm not even gonna look at the score because we're not done yet. but I don't know who's gonna win now. Oh yeah, and also Portugal, which formed Australia, got their independence as well. So it wasn't just those colonies in South America, as well as, you know, New Zealand too, so they're around. Speaking of South America though, wow, this is kind of amazing. We never see like independent colonies, especially from this continent, just kick out everyone. They just do a great job. No Europeans. Are there any Europeans? Not really. Those are some natives. Okay, that's amazing. We're 1,000 years from the start date of this game, and I guess the Commonwealth have done their own imperialization of Africa and a bit of Asia. It's not even just the Europeans. It's just this one nation that just decided to take everything over. That's also sexy Ethiopia. I like that. That kind of came out of nowhere. How did... Wow, that sucks. They were doing so well, and kind of fell apart. Is what I'm saying. See, China collapses and bad things can happen like this. So this is even more stuff for the British East Indies. That's looking really good. This horde did pretty good too. Like if it wasn't for them here and if the British like connected these two territories, that's game over right there. I think it's safe to say. This might be the first time we've seen every single colony get their independence. I mean, even after 1,000 years, some will still stay under their overlord. Mexico took over all of North America. Canada's still here. Haiti's going after Florida. 13 colonies obviously didn't do much. I don't know if they ever got their independence. They might have just died. And this still looks about the same. So the HRE is still around, but it doesn't really look like it. Does this even count? I don't even know if we can count this, to be honest. And again, it's still being led by Provence still, right? Maybe. France is dead. Oh no, it is Brittany. So I guess that's nice. Unexpected, but I like it. I like when that small nation ends up doing something in these games. I want to see Prussia do a whole lot better, but what were they gonna do? Honestly, this is such a messed up situation to be in. You definitely did not want to be surrounded by these nations. And the winner is Lithuania. Basically, Lithuania. I don't think I've ever seen them form the Commonwealth, or maybe I did and I just didn't notice it was them. Kind of cool that I was able to actually pick that up. And they kind of have a good lead, a 2,000 point lead, development lead. I don't know what it is. I thought this would be closer, I guess not. I don't even know if switching the HRE had much of an impact at all. Like, Germany still died, like in the middle of the game, and France didn't do nothing. So, I guess just the fact that France didn't colonize, that's what just made the biggest difference, kind of. I don't know. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Big thanks to Elphie C, Elijah Senpai, Ruserification, SwissAargau, Maxy G, King Solomon, Ben Moke, Galli, TannerOfNazareth, Furry Cruz, MisterPERKELE, CooterDonkey, Braden Hinkle, Destiny 9000, MegaFatBoi, a sneaky Gengar, Battle Buddy 1847, James Miller, Mike S is gay, Sleeper 56, Huey Long Dong, and Alfonso M6, Millatime, Double Books. Thank you.